Gemini. Welcome. Madame will see you now. So Gemini, what's going to happen now is that we're going to have a reading for the mid-June and the general vibes of it. And by mid-June, I mean whenever you stumble upon this video, it doesn't really matter. This being said, there will be some pictures and words about them, and they will be made up into stories. And fair warning, in case you weren't aware, pieces of paper with pictures on them are not able to predict the future. It's physically impossible. What is possible though for these pictures, and please enjoy it with caution, is that they can influence your imagination. And your imagination is the only thing that shapes your reality. So this being said, if you see something that you want to have in your reality, it might seem familiar, it might seem not familiar, but if you see it and want it to have in your reality, you say, I want it, it's my story, and you have it. If there is something that you don't want to have in your reality, you just don't think about it, you forget about it, and it's not part of your story anymore. That's how it works. What else? If you want to say thanks for the video, for the reading, there's a like button. Feel free to click it, tap it, touch it in whatever way possible. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can recommend it to other people and share the link. You can buy me coffee following the link in the description or my profile. If you don't feel like doing any of this but still want to say thank you, please just do something good in the world around you. Make people smile, make somebody happy, do something. If you don't feel like being grateful, if you have had a bad day, if you have a bad mood and want to let it out, there's the dislike button, please let it out. It's not healthy to bottle up negative energy, negative thoughts. It's not healthy, let it out. It's perfectly fine. So, with this being said, we're ready to have a look at what's coming towards you, if you allow it to come towards you, that is. We have the Moon in the reverse, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Five of Wands in the reverse, we have the Raccoon in the reverse, we have the Man in the reverse, and the Storks in the upright. I think a person will be leaving the picture. A person will be leaving the picture, a person you knew well, a person you had some connection with. Might be a former partner, but they're leaving the picture and you're happy about it. Because there's clarity about how happy you are that they are no longer in the picture. That's what I have to say about it. To go more into detail, Raccoon in the reverse, it's a person that's unsure, that is letting all their insecurities on other people. They're talented, but they're not using their talents. They are not working on themselves to overcome their weaknesses. They're not healthy for other people. They expect other people to help them through life. So they're not there anymore, Gemini. And it's good. You don't have... There were conflicts that you don't have anymore. And it was time for this phase in your life to be over. And it's over. And there's clarity in your life. And you're happy. You feel like your life is much better now. Because with this person, it was like, if it was a partner, when they were coming home, you would never know what mood they're in. Should you approach them? They were like a ticking bomb, basically. But they're not there anymore. It might not even be about a person, but it was something in your life that was like this ticking bomb, and like just a live bomb that you didn't know how to approach, and it's just gone from your life. We have the Devil in the reverse. Yes, it's gone. And the Tower in the reverse. and the Empress and the Dragon and the Bouquet in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. You had some emotional attachment to them. You had some emotional attachment to them, but it was nothing big. So you don't feel lonely after they are gone. I feel like it is a person. It might have been something else, but it feels like a person. Feels like a person, and now that they're finally gone, you feel so much more at peace with yourself. You are in control of your life. You don't have any unexpected, unpleasant surprises. You don't have this codependency. I mean, I don't feel like I have to tell more about it, but there's nothing more, because if somebody like that is gone from your life, then you already know it, what it means to you. I don't think you'll be crying after them. There will be some moments where you will feel some sort of nostalgia, maybe about some nice moments that were there in your life. But I'm just sensing here a huge sigh of relief. Okay, we have a star in the upright, the 5 of Swords in the reverse, the 6 of Wands in the reverse, the Fish in the upright, the Compass and the Details. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. It might be the case that what I told you about this person who's no longer in picture might have been you in somebody else's life. And what you're going through now is a lesson in humility, and you realize that you need to go through some stuff, some lessons in life to be taken down a notch or two to learn certain things. To be there where you really are, to get back to your true self, to your dream. It might be the case, it's not a nice truth to stomach, Gemini, but it might be the case if it's like this. If it's not like this, I still feel that you're accepting a challenge here. You know how everybody is now in some sort of challenges, I don't know, 2 months of whatever, and to get the good abs, and I don't know, 2 weeks of getting up early, 1 month of the booze, something like that. I feel you're accepting a challenge with full knowledge that it's going to be taking you somewhere where you don't know if you can win or not. But you're doing it of your own accord to achieve something. It might be also something spiritual, where you're going somewhere to meditate, some resort, some, I don't know, far away digital detox. So very interesting story here. So as I say, there are 2 possibilities. If you were this toxic presence in somebody's life and finally left them and let them have the life that they deserve, now you are trying to find yourself. If it's a different story, then it's you just going for a challenge. I feel it's something about spirituality and health. It might be also about developing a new skill or something. So, yeah, it's less deep than the first variants. Okay, so we have the white card in the reverse, or blank card, whatever you want to call it. The High Priestess in the reverse. Queen of Cups in the upright. The Frog in the upright. The Bridges and the Kid in the reverse. Oh my, you're thinking about giving somebody a second chance. So if it is about this situation, it's like back and forth between the people involved, be it you, be it somebody else. It's somebody building a bridge to somebody who grew up as a person and giving them the opportunity to... It's very selfless energy here. It's very selfless act of love. It's a very selfless act of support without expecting anything in return. So what I see here is somebody is approaching someone who they hoped or who honestly changed, but might be in need of support or might be in an emotional dry spell, and they give them this cup of water that they needed, even though they don't know if they will do it again, whatever it was that they did in the past. If they accept it, if they don't expect gratefulness or gratitude, they don't expect anything for what they do. So if you are doing this, that you clearly don't expect anything in return. If it's somebody doing this to you, it's also clearly that they are not expecting anything in return. Okay, we have the Emperor in the upright. We have the King of the Knight of Swords in the reverse. We have another Knight of Swords in the reverse. We have the Cock in the reverse. Oh my god, we have the Well and the Anchor in the reverse. Oh, somebody is controlling the chaos here. And by chaos, I mean chaos. Like everything upside down. No clear picture of the situation. No communication. No insights. Nobody sharing any information with others. But there's one person who controls it all. Because they have so much experience, so much, they're anchored, even though the anchor is upside down, but it's about the situation. But with the Well, they are so deeply rooted in their experience, in their knowledge, in their power, that no matter what's going on here, it's the Emperor standing on the earth, controlling the earth and the sky and whatever it is. All hell might be breaking loose, but this person controls it. Is it you? I don't know. What it is, I also don't know. It might be this generous person controlling everything. It might be something else entirely. But there's this badass Emperor controlling everything because they are so immovable in their power. We have the Seven of Swords in the upright. We have the Well in the upright. It's a special card in this deck. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. We have the Vulture in the reverse. We have the Heart in the reverse and the Labyrinth in the reverse. And the Well again. So whoever caused this chaos wants to get at the Emperor. And maybe it is an attempt to provoke somebody into doing something. Maybe it is an attempt to get under somebody's skin who's very strong and whose skin is very thick. I don't know who this is. I still don't know who this is, but there's one very strong person who can be budged basically from their position, and there's somebody else who's stirring all this trouble, all this chaos. Maybe because of hurt feelings, maybe something else, and they're trying and tricking to poison this emperor's well. It might be something toxic going on here. So, whoever that might be, maybe they didn't grow up. Maybe they feel angry that somebody reached out and helped them, and they want to, take revenge for helping them. It might be. I don't know. We have the Tower in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. We have the Turtle in the upright. We have the Dog in the reverse and the Fox in the reverse. So, long story short, it doesn't work out. So, whoever is trying to get to the Emperor, they will not do it. So, top marks to you if you're the Emperor, fair caution to you if you're the other person. It's not gonna work out. Alright, let's throw in a couple of angel answers. Maybe they have some hints for us, maybe not. We'll see. Ask your angels. We're doing it. Choose a new direction. And no. So, in case you are trying to mess around with an emperor, don't do it. Choose a new direction. If you're trying to help your ex, don't. Ask your angels, follow your intuition, because we have here the High Priestess in the reverse and the Blind card in the reverse. It's a total not knowing, disconnectedness from the intuition. It's just the desire to do good without thinking of the consequences. Maybe doing good to somebody is not that good as you think. Or maybe it won't do them any good. So to summarize, we have here a couple of stories going on that might be connected. There might be one and the same story, and there might be something completely different from each other. So at one point we have a toxic person leaving a situation. It might be you, it might be somebody else. And the person who remains is now finally in their happy time that was coming to them. Then I see you accepting a challenge. Or if it is you who are the toxic person leaving somebody, then you're trying to atone and grow personally. Then I see somebody helping somebody unconditionally, which is actually good, but I don't get good vibes from it. And then I see somebody wreaking havoc somewhere on somebody with intention, but this somebody cannot be moved. So if you are somebody who was messing up somebody's life and it was time for you to move on, and you try to, grow up, and then this person shows up and helps you, maybe this pisses you off, pardon my French, and you try to get back at them for not letting you to grow up on your own terms. And by grown up, I mean it more figuratively as literally. And you try to get back at them, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work, and they finally understand it. That it was you who were trying to get to them. If it's not this storyline, that is just some situation where still somebody is trying to get to somebody, but this other somebody is very unmovable and unapproachable in a good way for them. Very cryptic, Gemini. You know what it is about. If it's about you, if it's not about you, just leave it there. Not your story. Wow, Gemini. I have to admit that's very dramatic. So Make sure to make the right choices, and Madame will see you again.
Is